here on MBC. The number to call is 713-340-7514. We're still talking politics. Nigeria decides 2015. Do join us there.
Jolly Jolly bread, the one and only.
Jolly Jolly bread is the best. If you want delicious bread, number one in Houston, Texas. Jolly Jolly bread is the best.
Where's my Jolly Jolly bread, Mom? Mommy, can I have Jolly Jolly bread?
Jolly Jolly bread is the best.
This is delicious.
Delicious bread, number one in Houston, Texas.
I love Jolly Jolly bread.
Is the best.
The great house of delicious soft sweet bread is Jolly Jolly bread.
Phone number 281-530-9777.
Welcome to Wazobia Market.
Welcome back to the program Nigeria Decides 2015 here on MBC, Millennium Broadcasting Channel. And I still have my guest in here, Professor Monsage, Professor of History and Political Science, and Professor Ulasi of Texas Southern University of the department. He's the chair department, Radio, TV, and Film. And is also the head of the League of Nigerians in Diaspora here in Houston, Texas. We were talking about Nyesom Wike, the gubernatorial candidate for PDP, and then Dakuku Peter side, you know, making allegations conflicting, and also the candidate for Labour Party, Gift AK, also saying that there were problems of results sheets not being made available for the process itself. But in the meantime, let's take this call. Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good evening. I'm fine. And you too? How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay, good. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Peter.
Sorry?
Peter.
Peter. Okay. Oh, you said Peter. All right, Peter. Yeah, Peter, let's have your contribution.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. But you wanted to turn down the volume of your TV set.
What? what is the situation report?
Well, we're wondering just like you. Still no results. We're just getting feelers that, certain things happened, and then you may have to continue following the program as it comes in. We dish it out, and then if you feel you want to ask some questions regarding the process itself, I have two gentlemen here, professors of politics and media. They can always tell you exactly how they feel from the point of professional expertise. Is that okay for you? Okay. All right, we lost Peter there. Okay, so those allegations were made. And what's your response to that? I mean, looking from the point of PR, does that portend a good thing for the electoral process itself?
I mean, there's no election in Nigeria and that allegations have not been
Should
made.
it continue even if at that?
No, I mean, the best thing would be to minimize, situations or practices.
Because the opposition, I mean,
allegations.
why do I keep saying the opposition? Like Governor Amechi is in opposition. I don't know why I keep saying that. Hello.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, good
evening.
evening. Good evening, sir. My name is Chike.
Chikwe.
Chike.
Chike. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome, Chike.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's have a contribution.
Yeah, I just want to make a contribution. I have this, if you ask me, I would say Goodluck Jonathan has not done so well. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have areas where anybody could say, well, he has done some good. But however, if we really have to talk about Goodluck Jonathan, we have to talk about Goodluck Jonathan vis-a-vis the government that the people, the opposition, are attempting to take power from him. How good are they? What programs do they have? What is the alternative program they are presenting to Nigeria? Unfortunately, Korea and his court has not to present to Nigeria. Much as I don't like the idea of good can continue, but I think it's the better option of General Buhari, because a man who never accepted to stand before the Nigerians to tell us how he's going to bring about change, tell us exactly how it's going to be, the policies they have in place and how he's going to think about it, implementing the policies is a total waste. I don't even see comparison between Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari. But if you ask me to rate the government of Goodluck Jonathan, I probably would have given people probably 55%. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Chike. Yeah, Chike has scored in 55%. Well, that's not a bad score anyway. So you were about reacting to the violence in River State and the stalemate.
I say that Nigeria has always had history of violence in a re-election, and so, but we're saying that this is by far the best so far, minimal violence in different parts of the country.
Okay.
So I don't have the details. We don't even know the detail who's involved, whether it's the opposition APC or the incumbent party at the federal level, PDP. But until those information gets to us, we can't make any judgment. But the goal is to make sure that you eliminate, the reasons for things like this to happen. For instance, if you're going to use a vote reader, then make sure that you test run these things to work, so that people won't feel that that's why APC supported the
but
because they wanted it to work. They said that will eliminate the possibility or the
impersonation.
Yeah, but because again, I mean, from what we heard from INEC, there were 150,000 card readers and 500 had shortcomings, which is more like 0.25% of, of the whole thing, and that's not a bad score anyway, is it?
Look, I don't think the card reader had anything to do with it. I'm going to go back to what I say. Nigerians have come up with the idea from the beginning that every election is rigged. That's that's on the basis in which they go out to.
But is that real, or you think it's
it's turned out to be just a manifestation of their own elections. In
what I'm
Nigeria
saying is that rigging has always been a part of the process, is it?
It has very little. It plays very little part in the overall decision. I mean, in 2000.
Sorry, let's take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Austin.
Austin. Okay. Austin is calling from where?
I'm calling from Houston.
Okay, nice meeting you tonight. So can we have your contribution to the program?
I have two comments. One with regards to the Port Harcourt issue or Rivers issue, and then that one with Jonathan. For the Port Harcourt issue, I guess we had international observers. I was listening to Channels Television, and one of the international observers there by name Jennifer did mention about the authorities that they had in Port Harcourt. But I think whatever happens, everything is dependent on what you have with regards to, of course, when you're taking it to INEC, what are the documentation, what are the evidences that you have that you're going to present to INEC. So INEC is going to take a look at all those evidences and then decide on what is the next step to do, whether they're going to annul the election or what is going to happen. So that's what's going to happen on the river side. So whether it's the PDP governorship or APC governorship, they all have the evidences. So let them present it to INEC. INEC could determine what's the next line of action to take.
Okay, all right.
On the other side, I had my other guy who was talking about the education.
Austin, sorry, hello. Can you just turn down the volume of his set? Just tune it down. Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. And then the other one has to do with Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan has tried, but the problem with him is that he kind of surrounded himself with advisors who are still they are not doing their work. Take for example the Boko Haram issue. People have been crying and crying. If not that this election was extended for 6 weeks, people have seen any action from him. And see within these 6 weeks, see what he actually did. He did a lot in order to combat the effects of Boko Haram. So I kind of feel that the problem he has is that PDP feel they have it their own way. Whatever happens, they're going to win the election. So if he can win and surround himself with good advisors, I believe he's going to perform much more better.
Okay.
One of the things he mentioned was education. People were expecting him to do better in education, but it seems the educational system was the worst in his regime. So he was telling me he built universities in the north, whatever. What happens to the public universities that we have? They were on strike for a long time. So it's a real problem. Somebody who has been in the educational system came into power. People were expecting him to do better in the educational sector, but it was a flop. So, I mean, I wish him well. If he goes in there, that's fine. If Harry wins, that's fine. But for me, I just pray to God, let a better candidate go in there and move Nigeria way forward. That's what just what I
Thank you very much, Austin. That has been like a statement. Thank you, yeah.
Look, for Austin probably got a lot of, I mean, I like what he has said. But the truth about our system is, we talk about universities being on strike and all that. No, let me first go to his advisors that he mentioned. Yeah, look, a good leader is judged by those that surround you. He had people that didn't do their job. You either get rid of them or we get rid of you.
So what were the reasons for not doing that?
No, he probably believed in them. Look, you can believe in who you want, but he's the leader.
But especially when it's pointing to the fact that people were being affected by those policies.
If he loses now, he's losing because people have felt that he hasn't done the job, that he has failed.
Okay.
I mean, that's what, look, I still believe that's what this politics should be about. It shouldn't be about, a conspiracy. He wants to, look, if people believe that he hasn't done his job, he's going to be kicked out. And I keep saying it. The good thing about it is that 4 years from now, people are going to hopefully use the same measuring stick to say what has Buhari done in 4 years. If Lagos-Ibadan road is still not pliable with 3 or 4 lanes, people might say, hey, he hasn't done his job.
I think we are still having a lot of people trying to call in into the program. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm okay. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Femi. I'm calling from Sugarland.
Okay, Sugarland. All right. You're welcome.
Yeah, I have just one question for your guest.
Okay.
And Austin has touched on this. It has to do with the issue of the advisor. My question is, everybody has been talking about what Jonathan did or what he didn't do. But I'm looking beyond today. I'm looking beyond the next 6 months. What is going to happen in Nigeria? And looking at both parties, I think, and I want your guest to please enlighten me on this, because when you look at the other party, the APC or the PDP, the problem in Nigeria is not only the leaders. It has to do with the people you have around you, the advisors. So what do we say in 6 months? Even if APC or Jonathan comes, who are the people that are going to surround these leaders? I mean, that is what I think is the problem. A single person cannot oversee everything that is going on in the country, or can say, oh, this is what is after. That's what the good leaders around there. So I don't know if your guest can really talk on this. And
okay, Professor Lassie has volunteered to respond to your...
Yeah, Femi, you're quite correct. And yesterday, if you tuned in, watched the program yesterday, we did allude to the fact that the Jonathan, who is the current incumbent president, was supported and put in power by the former president, Obasanjo. And so the whole cadre of PDP guys came along. Obasanjo guys, all of them, they're still there. He has changed only very few. So it's true. And the same thing with the opposition. I don't know who Buhari is bringing in, other than you have the former governor of Lagos State, Tinubu, and now Amechi from Rivers and others that's supporting him. So it's a fact. But we should not lose sight of the fact that this president came in under the tutelage of President Obasanjo. He was the vice president too, as very sick, candidate that Nigerians voted for, and he fortunately died in power. Then he took over, and he's been adjusting all this while. And now the same people that put him in power are complaining. Complaining, and so it's a big problem. But I think the president ought to be decisive, change advisors, and bring in competent people to help him achieve his goal. And nobody's even talking about the National Assembly. The National Assembly have responsibility to pass bills that will help their constituency. They don't even do that. A lot of the members go to the assembly and never accomplish anything.
All right. Thank you very much, Femi. I'm sure you're clear with Professor Lassie on this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Yeah. So also news coming in that monitored on Channels TV and some other local stations in Nigeria. We had reports that a number of deaths were recorded during the elections. Some INEC officials got killed by the Boko Haram insurgents. About 2 ad hoc officials were killed, and then one vehicle driver belonging to the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria. And then we also got reports that a boat capsized in the Ekpe division in Lagos and got about 6 people killed in that accident. And our profound commiserate with the victims and the families in this regard. And just about now we have to go. Yeah, we'll go for a short break. And when we come back, be very sure. We can't take all the calls. We're just so sorry about that. We'll go on the break. We'll be back soon.
Jolly Jolly Bread, the one and only.
Jolly Jolly bread is the best. If you want delicious bread, number one in Houston, Texas. Jolly Jolly bread is the best.
Where's my Jolly Jolly bread, Mom? Mommy can have Jolly Jolly bread.
Jolly Jolly bread is the best.
This is delicious.
Delicious bread, number one in Houston, Texas.
I love Jolly Jolly bread.
Is the best.
The great house of delicious soft sweet bread is Jolly Jolly Bread.
Phone number 281-530-9777.
Welcome to Wazobia Market.
All right, welcome back to the program. It's Millennium Broadcasting Channel MBC. We're talking Nigeria Decides 2015, and just we're about to round up. We know that a lot of people wants to call into the program, but it's been very hard. And just one of the snippets coming in here, INEC talking about transportation and staff trainings, you know, being an impediment in the whole process altogether. What do you think about that in a nutshell? Because just
well, look, again, we have to find a way. Because of the new system we use, the new gadgets we use, we should have had a test run with the state election last year. And they would have been able to cover their mistakes. Okay,
let's just take this caller, and he has to make it very brief. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're the last caller for tonight's program. Can you please make it very brief? Your name?
Okay, my name is Chris.
Chris, okay. Very brief, like in 30 seconds, if you don't mind.
Okay, what I'm trying to contribute is that I compliment the election, okay? If Jonathan has done a good job, you know, he should win.
All right.
So if he doesn't win, that means he didn't do his job, you know.
Okay.
All I really think that we need in that country is to have the light. You know how many Nigerians would love to go back to Nigeria to open businesses, and that everybody can be doing better. Now we are stuck in America, in Europe. They can just take that country security and then light for businesses. That's all we need.
All right, Chris, thank you very much for your contribution. We're sorry, we wish we could take more from you. All right, thank you very much. Professor Lassie, just in a nutshell, as we await the results coming in tomorrow, the big shocker.
I think until
you said you were going to give us one parting shot. I'm just reminding you, Professor Osage, that whoever that wins, whoever that loses, they should just pack their bags.
Yeah, look, let me say that now before Professor Lassie gets. Look, I've said, because I also come from a sports background. In sports, in competition, one of the things you know is that there's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser. But anytime you lose, you know you lost to a better side who was better prepared. So in this, supposedly, and then when you do that, you go back and get ready for the next game. Because the game is not over. But if we decide to fight, that means we think the game is over. There's no game in 4 years. And that shouldn't be the case.
The only problem in that metaphor is where you use, enhancing drug and everything to get undue advantage. And so we see that in politics also, where they use either the military, the police, or INEC to rig past elections. We hope that that's not what is unfolding, and that Nigeria will be better off. And whoever wins tomorrow, Nigerians will be better off because they have decided for the first time there seems to be an emerging two-party system that is necessary for a properly functioning democracy.
All right, thank you very much.
Just the last word. We also say that competition is good for business. It's also good in politics.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor Lassie, for coming onto the program, and then Professor Mosage. And to the viewers, thank you so much for being part of the program over 2 days. Last night we were here, and tonight we're also here. And to all our viewers out there, everyone who has been trying to call in, we're so sorry we can't take everyone. Thank you for being a part of the program. But before leaving, I'd like to also let you know that we want to show our profound appreciation to Holiness Brother, Wazobia Africa Foods, League of Nigerians in Diaspora, Southwest Farmers Market, Jolly Jolly Bread. And to the camera crew and the technical team working on the program behind the scene, you can find their face. Well, we feel like superstars, but they are the ones making it happen. Yeah, they do. Thank you so much, our guys, Mr. Larry, the other people over there. I can see you all. Well, we wish Nigeria well. By this time tomorrow, we should be celebrating and believing that our country will not be in chaos. We'll see you some other time. Thank you for joining us. Good night.
Like folks.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.